Claire King, the show's fifth longest-running character.
Well, we're going to speak to Claire in just a moment, but first, Kim's latest explosive storyline sees her trying to catch the person who's been poisoning her brandy. So to help her out, we've enlisted our very own Belgian super sleuth.
Emmerdale fans have recently seen an unidentified hand dropping an unidentified liquid into Kim Tate's brandy. Kim's never had a shortage of enemies, and with her health deteriorating over recent weeks, she realizes she is being drugged and sets up a trap at Home Farm. So who has been poisoning Kim Tate? Could it be Jai and Al, Kim's business partners, who she doesn't really trust? They've both given her a lot of grief lately. Is it Dawn Taylor? Kim dislikes Dawn and hates that she's dating her son. Kim has spiked Dawn's drink before, so could this be revenge? Dawn's dad Will works for Kim, but he might want to get back at Kim for her treatment of his daughter. Or is it Kim's son, Jamie, simply because he's becoming more like his mum every day? Finally, could it be Gabby? She's pregnant after a one-night stand with Jamie and has been stealing from Kim's business. Kim's a dangerous enemy, and some explosive scenes await. But will she finally discover who the culprit is?
Oh,
That was brilliant. By the way, that wasn't Richard Arnold doing a Belgian accent. It was a hide-in voiceover. Claire joins us now from her dressing room on the set of Emmerdale.
Morning.
Another one working on Bank Holiday Monday.
Good morning.
That looks fantastic. For the Kim character, I mean, you must be loving it. To have a role like this is just a dream, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, I've been very lucky. I mean, I get great writing. The writers love writing for Kim. That's why she's on the screen quite a bit at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I joined in 1989. I mean, when you say I've been in it for 30 years, I haven't actually been in it for 30 years. I had a 20-year break. So, yeah, I went off to do other things. But yes, we joined in 1989, the Tate family. And yes, she's still here and she's still being evil. But it is one of those things, one of those characters that you just love playing because it's so well written for. She's larger than life. You know, you can be the boo-hiss villain, get away with murder, literally, and just enjoy playing it, you know.
well, Adol actually had a confession earlier on, didn't you? You're going to confess this to Claire right now about... you had a bit of a crush?
I did, yes, in the sort of late 80s. When you just first started in 89. I was about 14 at the time, Claire. I did have a little bit of a crush on you. I still do.
Oh, bless you.
I still do.
So what happened then? What happened after 14?
No, I still do. I still do. Let's move on. Now, it was Emmerdale Farm back then, and it's now Emmerdale. I mean, it's a real sort of credit to the production team and the writers how it's evolved. What has been the secret? Oh my God! Bring that photo back on. Bring that back.
Claire.
Look at that. How can anyone blame? Look at that. That's what it was when I was 15 years old. But I mean, Emmerdale. It's now Emmerdale. It was Emmerdale Farm.
You're all right there. You're getting a bit distracted.
I want to move on.
It's just as big now, if not bigger.
What exactly? What has been the secret? What has been the secret to it being involved from Emmerdale Farm to Emmerdale? It's done so well.
I think really the key change really moving from Emmerdale Farm to Emmerdale was the plane crash, which Phil Redmond was brought in to do. I think until then it was still the cliffhanger used to be, will Annie's cakes burn or not? And then suddenly this plane crash came in and it just changed the whole way that soaps were dealing with, you know, tragedy and big storylines and loads of stunts. And I think it just had to move with the times, really. So that was the key change for it, yeah.
And Claire, I know that you took some time out, didn't you? You were shielding. How has filming been because of COVID? I know this one scene, obviously, where you're setting this trap had to be filmed a little bit differently, didn't it, because of restrictions?
Yeah. Yes, because we're basically allowed only 4 of the cast on set at one point, and there was 7 of us in the scene. We literally had to have 4 of us on set. The other 3 were in another room delivering their lines while we responded to their lines to their photos on lollipop sticks. So, and then we swapped the actors round and then they came back again. So it did take an awful long time, but we were in the wonderful hands of Brett Fallis. So I think he's done a really good job with it because it was a nightmare to film.
Well, it sounds it. A bit of a challenge for you. And we mentioned earlier your decision to quit social media. You were fed up with the trolling. How has that gone? Is that something that you just think, I don't need in my life anymore? It got to the stage where it was affecting your mental health?
No, not really. I mean, apart from anything else, I mean, I know this keeps being picked up on, but the truth was I just don't have time to do it. You know, I'm working sort of 12-hour days, and the last thing I want to be doing is scrolling through whatever everybody's been up to during the day of people I don't know.
Well, that's fair enough.
So I literally just do my Facebook page, which is for friends and family. And
gives you a bit more time.
That I actually know.
It's a good point. Well, listen, thank you for joining us today on a bank holiday Monday from your dressing room there. We appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing what's going to happen. What's going to happen next in Emmerdale. Thanks so much.
It's all good stuff. There's some twists and turns along the way.
We wouldn't expect anything less.
Thank you, Claire. Good Morning Britain is back tomorrow. We'll see you from